The older that I get, the more I realize that when you come from a dysfunctional family, you never grow up. As much as you try to be the adult that you want to be, you still make the same choices and decisions that you were making as a child. And your development obviously is in that arrested state. And you never turn into the adult that you want to be. So obviously you'll never be your parents. Every generation they always say, that you'll never make as much money as your parents, you'll never be as successful as your parents, and especially when we talk about baby boomers and all that. So for some reason, right, with dysfunctional families, and dysfunctional families are families that do not communicate correctly, normally, that they have disarray and dysfunction and just complete chaos inside of their nuclear family. Meaning that the parents are arguing all the time, the parents are fighting, there's domestic violence, there's alcoholism, there's drug abuse, there is, sexual misconduct between family members and, children. There are, situations where family members are molesting kids and doing all sorts of craziness. Kids are stealing, kids are setting stuff on fire. The mom and dad can't hold down a job. It's just dysfunction. It's just complete and utter chaos when you place it on the same level as a normal family. Now, that family can be black, that family can be white, that family can be Asian, that family could be, Native American, that family could be German, that family could be Middle Eastern, that family could be African, that family could be whatever you want that family to be. A dysfunctional family occurs in all of the population, all of the races, anything inside of that whole nuclear family and the whole makeup of a family unit. Doesn't matter if you are a straight family, if you're a gay family, if you're a transgender family, bisexual family, whatever the scenario is. How do you change the narrative when you start to talk about that? How can you, as the survivor of a dysfunctional family, how can you turn yourself into that adult? Well, I think that occurs and that happens when you, the person that is attempting to live their life as a normal human being, as a normal adult, is going out there in the world and making a name for themselves. When you start to hold yourself accountable, when you wake up every single morning, that's where it starts. Telling the truth, no matter the response, no matter what the situation is, no matter what happens, every single day that you wake up, there has to be truth coming out of your mouth. Anything that is less than truth is a lie. And I think that, a lot of things happen. A lot of reasons why people are lying and being dishonest is because they don't want to hurt the person that they love. But when the actuality is that you are destroying that person inside, they can't believe you, they can't trust you. That means that when someone says, I can't trust you anymore, that is huge. That means that if they're inside of a predicament where they need to rely on your expertise, they're going to choose someone outside of their family to help them with a scenario rather than people that are related to them by blood. And that's huge. That's huge, man, because families should be able to rely on one another no matter what is happening in his or her or their lives. It's just crazy, man. I've been thinking about this for a while, guys. I wanted to get that off my chest and just talk about that, man. Dysfunctional families destroy the earth, man. They really, really do, man. And I don't know what the solution is. I don't know how to solve the equation. I have no clue. But I do know that if you approach life with love, and the purest form of love is agape, I do believe that you can make some real changes inside of your family dynamic. And that, to me, is worth it in the end, because you are changing the generational curses. You are canceling, that which has been there since the beginning, since let's say your birth. Your parents have always been in chaos. Your brothers have always been in chaos. Your sisters have always been in chaos. Your cousins have always been in chaos. Your aunts and uncles, everybody in your family has always been in chaos. But then you're choosing to approach life just a little bit differently, with a little bit more love, a little bit more compassion, a little bit more understanding. And every now and then, you can call up somebody that you've wronged and say, you know what? I'm sorry. A simple apology lets them know that, number one, I'm human. I make errors too. Number two, that I see you. I see the frustration. I understand where you're coming from. I've been there before. Let's work together to just make the world a better place, man. And also make our family just a little bit better each day at a time. I think that's enough for this video, guys. We're out of here, man. Thank you guys for the support as always. Comment on the video, like the video, share the video, subscribe. And you can always send me a message if you want to talk any more in depth, or comment, and we'll get the conversation started. Man, I tell you, I love all this stuff, man. It's amazing. God bless.